Okay, welcome to Monday, the 3rd of November, 2025, and Christmas is a coming just as you're dusting off the fireworks, the pumpkin here. We are looking down the pike at Christmas and looking forward to it. So let's get into the first VWAP report back from a short hiatus for autumn. And we're going to be looking at gold here. So, I mean, what a phenomenal market. I have put details about these four markets in the VWAP report. Of course, the gold's first chart on the report is free to free subs. But let's get into gold here and have a look. So we're just going to go full screen for the daily bars here, but we really want to have a big old gander at this market. Go to monthly bars, and you can see, it's not the first time I've done this chart, but this is a fib extension here of what happened from 1974, or sorry, actually, I can't even remember what year it was, 1977, 76 low, push high in 1980, and then the pullback in August 1999. So you're seeing this push on, and that 400% extension point is right about here, right about here. Okay, so just to kind of give you an idea of the breadth of what's been going on here. Okay, so there is another fib to be done around here, volatility in April, but I just wanted to kind of zoom out and give you a look at that, and then we can kind of go back in and look at like bars here with a decade swap. Decade plus one is at 2752. But this is all really, really big stuff. More like it here. Yearly swap. Yearly swap. And we see that plus one is coming in 3804 spot two today. Okay. Now, I'm looking for a move back down to here, but the Fed had different plans really over the weekend there. And so on Friday, and I do note this in the report, on Friday, the Fed repo got, loaned out about 51, $52 billion worth, which basically is loan requests from banks and financial institutions in that loan facility. Okay, so that happened to be the largest loan issuance since this repo facility started in 2021. Net net, what does that mean? I think the banks are reloading, cash, and they're ready to play with it, right? So, can this be another leg up for equities? 100%, 100%. What does it mean? Well, it's a certain dilution of dollar in the market. So, we are seeing dollar on the front foot up 0.19 here at the at market. So that read across is not happening. Okay, so you to be bulling in longs on gold just because of that, that's not really a trade, really. You want to see what the price action is, like multiple traders will tell you that you want to see the price action before you go barreling into these things. But ultimately, I'm looking for a contact here. You know, have they already come in this buying? Um, it's certainly looking like a little bit of that is coming in. We're gonna be trading this pretty much all week, I would say, on gold. Um, but yeah, contact here below there, and then 30. Below the yearly plus one, you're looking at a QAH for a bounce here as well. So there's multiple big areas that buyers could come back into this market. The most stretched will be the yearly average price at 33.85 at USD. So should we pull back to there? For me, that's a hard buy, and that would happen to be in the locale of that 400% extension from the 70s. Do I trade these big Ubrix fib levels? No, I don't trade them, but I do like to look at them and just see relatively how is the market moving on and around those. It's not a huge part. It's not a part of my edge whatsoever, but I do like to look at it. So, if we then go into the 30 minutes, you can see that weekly now this market has actually gone imbalance down of the prior week's value, and it is taking fire there below this big green support line. So if you'll note actually, sorry, the green support line is actually, oh no, we'll have to come way back here. That is, I think, one of the fibs, but we're not really trading against that. We're really trading against monthly p-val. It has hit off weekly up, and then, which is the same as ETH up on a Monday, and sellers have come in here. So, but net net, um, think this market gets sold down. Now, it is a long way down to getting support at that yearly. Oh, sorry, look at that. That's Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin. It shouldn't be Bitcoin. Hold on a sec. I was wondering there, where were my levels? What got Bitcoin? Yeah, sorry, gold, double tap. All right, there we go. So I was wondering, that thing was looking weak. All right, so here you go. Here's gold on the 30 minutes, rotational on the weekly area. Little push up to here could invite some selling. So this would be really interesting if they can sustain buying above the weekly PVH 40, 43 spot sevens. Um, I think they might not be able to, but that's just me right now. I think come back, visit the weekly p-val, have a wee bounce, and then continue with the downside. And so that downside is going to be to the yearly plus one down there, 3802s currently. So just keep